actually, there's a bunch of topics here that I wanted to share with you. This one, though, this is fascinating. And I'm not quite sure what to make of this one either. You know, not unlike my conversation just before the break. Amazon is offering a new service. They call it the Amazon Key. And what you do is, from my understanding of this program by reading about this article in Business Insider by Dennis Green that lays it out, is that you buy a camera, a security camera and a smart lock from Amazon, which starts, according to this article, at around $250. And you replace your front door lock with this smart lock and camera combination or something like that. And when Amazon's delivery person comes to your house to deliver something, if you're not there, they let Amazon know, and Amazon remotely unlocks your front door so that the delivery person can open the door, set the package inside, and close the door, and the camera's on while this happens. And then once the door is closed, Amazon remotely relocks your front door. And they're apparently also marketing your house being openable during the business day when you're not home to other companies, because according to this article, they've already cut a deal with Merry Maids, where the Merry Maid franchise can come to your house and clean your house, and they can get in and leave through the Amazon Key. Now, Amazon also, and Amazon's not unique in this, I mean, you've got the Google version of this, you've got the Apple version of this, you've got a Microsoft version of this. Amazon also has a speaker and a microphone that you can put in your house. The Amazon Dot, the Amazon Echo, as I recall it's called, where you just say, you know, Alexis, play some Chuck Berry for me, or, you know, whatever it may be, and boom, there it goes. Which is increasingly raising questions about privacy. You know, how do Americans understand privacy? What do we think is privacy? And where are we going with this? I mean, if we're moving toward a society where we have higher levels of trust, and yeah, sure, I got no problem letting the Amazon delivery person, you know, open my front door and stick a box inside the door. You know, if that's how we're thinking, yeah, you could argue that that's a societal benefit, that that's a good and healthy thing. Hey, you know, we're less afraid of each other. On the other hand, if this is just, you know, if this is another marketing opportunity from a smart company that's figured out some trends, you know, what people want, what people don't want, what people are afraid of and not afraid of, you know, then, you know, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Hey, if they're offering a service that people want, I think you can build a case that that's a good thing. But increasingly, I mean, you know, well, Nest is another example of it. You've got this company that you put their thermostat in your house, and the thermostat keeps track of where you are and when you are and what you do, and it learns your habits, which is really convenient. Hey, my thermostat now controls my house based on my own behaviors. Except that it's also presumably gathering that information and making it available to others. So, you know, I don't know if Nest is doing this specifically, but they're not the only company that is offering, hey, we'll help monitor your house services. And at what point do they start selling that to people who want to do, for example, telemarketing? Yeah, he's home now, you can call him. Or door to door, you know, when do the Jehovah's Witnesses start buying these lists? Frankly, I doubt it'll be the Jehovah's Witnesses. It's far more likely it's going to be a political party, a political candidate, or a corporation, somebody who's got the money, somebody who's got a lot of money to make this happen. So your thoughts, do you think, you know, would you want to let, you know, to open your door and let people in? What's the equation here? Amazon can soon put packages in your home when you're not there. Here's how it works. This is from Dennis Green in the Business Insider. It's part of the new Amazon Key program. Where does this go? Okay, a few other things in the news as well. This new 8-year study, Darjamail is writing about this in yesterday's edition of truthout.org. And the recently published Biological Impacts of Ocean Acidification report. This is an 8-year-long study involving 250 scientists who are looking at what happens when carbon dioxide is absorbed by the ocean. And the simple reality is that the vast majority of the CO2 that we have emitted into the atmosphere has not remained in the atmosphere. It's been absorbed by the ocean. Something like 90% of the heat and the carbon dioxide is going into the oceans. And when carbon dioxide gets absorbed by the ocean, it does the same thing that carbon dioxide absorbed by fizzy water does. It converts to carbonic acid. This is one of the reasons why if you put a tooth in a can of soda, it'll disintegrate. Carbonic acid is very acidic. And carbonic acid takes out calcium basically, and calcium is what is the stock of the outer shells of these sea creatures. The research shows that all sea life will be affected by the increasing acidification. Just one example, the number of baby cod that grow into full adulthood could fall anywhere from 1/4 to 1/12 of today's numbers. And this is, fish have calcium in their bodies too. So this is lowering the pH of seawater. The Bioacid Project shows that since the dawn of the Industrial Revolution, the pH of the surface water of Earth's oceans has dropped from 8.2 to 8.1. That's a 26% increase in acidity. pH, like audio and most radiation things, pH is measured on a scale that is logarithmic, not linear. So a 1/10 change is a very substantial change. And they're talking about the corals and how they're taken out, how everything is taken out. Another recently released study, Thresholds of Catastrophe in the Earth System, this is in Science magazine, published in the prestigious journal Science Advances, showed that if humans continue to add CO2 to the atmosphere and oceans, a global mass extinction event could be triggered by 2100. Some scientists believe that we're already in a global mass extinction environment. They're calling this the Anthropocene. 85% of our global fish stocks are either overexploited, depleted, fully exploited, or in recovery from exploitation. Large areas of the seabed in the North Sea and the Mediterranean have long since resembled deserts. 90% of all large fish are now gone from our oceans. 90%. This is, by the way, this is the project Bioacid is based in Germany. They're looking at sea life all over the world, and it's dying off. We are killing our oceans. Now, people think, hey, we're land mammals, right? Doesn't matter if we kill off our oceans. Actually, it does matter, big time, if we kill off our oceans. It's a huge big deal, because we kill off us eventually if we do.